Hey, good morning. I'm here ready to grind those jaws. Got the electricity back up thanks to American Rotary. And let's have a look real quick at the situation here. Okay, here's the loading rig or jig, I guess. And I got it on there. I showed in the first part of this video how I put that on there and found the best pinion to use. So we grind the least off of it. Now, this fixture here, it's up front, so it holds the front of the jaws back slightly, and it'll grind more at the back. And that's where it was grabbing, and we wanted to grab a little more at the front, so that's why they load them at the front like this, okay? So I'm going to put you on the stick here, and we will see if I can get you in a good spot. I think that should be okay. Hopefully you can see, and I won't bang the camera into this thing. Okay, I got some ink on the jaws here. This grinding wheel is turning that direction, so I'm going to run the lathe in the normal direction and feed the wheel into the jaws. This side of the jaws. Okay, let's get stuff rolling. That idler motor is quieting down, and we'll get the grinder going here. That's a Norbide stick. Gonna press that wheel just a little bit. I'm using the edge of a valve seat grinding wheel here. Getting just about an 1/8 or 3/16 wide contact area. That's good. They're running just under 200 RPM. We're not quite done yet. So you can see here, I'm leaving everything run. Because if I start the grinder again, it'll want to jump forward slightly. But I don't know if you can see them there. Right at the tips there, we haven't just got a little bit more to grind. So I'll get ready to go on that again. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. Okay, they look good. Ground right to the tips, and I had to take off 7.5 thousandths. I had to grind into those jaws. They were pretty worn, and that's quite a bit. Just good. Okay, I'll take this rig off, shut all this stuff down, and we'll put a bar in there and some other pieces and see if we improve this junk. Okay, let's have a look at what happened. And let me get this, let's get this bar in there. Let's have a look at that. Let me unloosen it. Now remember, you take and slightly turn this bar. You turn it until it just stops. You can barely or not turn it like that. And before I could rattle it in the jaws, it just barely does that now. That's because we held the jaws back when we ground them. So we got rid of that problem. So now I'm gonna put the part in, slowly rotate it. It feels 100% different doing this because the jaws were unevenly worn before. Slowly turn it till it stops. Snug it up. Let's see where we're at. And we'll put this big old indicator on there. Uh-oh. Let's get that thing tight. Okay. That is right there, 1 1/2 thousandths run out. Let's get it over to 0. 1 it's about a 1 1/4 thousandths. Let's see if it repeats. Now remember, I moved the master pinion over to here because it ran more accurately there, or it would true up. Okay, back it off. Now slowly rotate it until it stops. Then snug it. Let's see where it's at. One thousandths run out. Let's try it again. Slowly rotate that, tighten it till it stops, and snug it. That pulls all the loose stuff in the direction of torque. What do we got? We have right at 1 thousandths. This is a $200 eBay chuck, a Cushman. Now it runs consistently 1 thousandths, at least on that size. Someone mentioned, let's stick something a little bigger in there. Let's stick something a lot bigger in there and see what happens. Now that's success, in case you didn't know it. Okay. Let's try this big old hunk of metal, just to see what happens. Let's smack that dial indicator. There we go. Open wide for chunky. Okay, it's the same routine. Get it in there. Get it on the master pinion. Slowly rotate it. You can kind of feel it. This is not as smooth a piece, of course. So let's see what happens here. Okay, that one was a handful of oil at the same time. Hopefully I can get that indicator on there. Looks good, doesn't it? Oh, 0. A little more than 5 thousandths. Let's see if we can get that a little better. But that's not too awful bad for something in that size. Let's see what we can do here. Try that. About 5 thousandths on something that size. One more time on that. I think this thing, the most it ran out was about 25. Oh, kind of a rough spot there. Let's move this forward. Yeah, we're looking 5 or 6 thousandths. I'm going to try one more time on this one. Let's get it out there. Yeah, this thing's pretty rough. I'll find some other things we'll test later. Yeah, about 5 thousandths on that. Okay, I will load this video and call this pretty successful. That's very good, really. Okay, I got a larger piece of metal in here in a better condition, and we get a lot better results in that last hunk of metal. So I'll give that a little bit in there. I turned this these surfaces on this lathe See where we're at with that. Now it's doing a lot better than that. I better try it again. This chuck's a little small for something this size. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Right about 2/1000. We'll try it again to show some consistency. And that's pretty typical with these 3 jaws. You get them so they'll hold a couple of thousandths. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, see, 2/1000 on the larger diameter, and we got it to 1/1000, or 1/1000 anyway, on the smaller diameter. Now, if we totally rebuilt this chuck, I think that would improve a little bit. But I'm pretty happy with this here. This is really pretty dandy. Okay, well, I'm off again, and I'll be back.